wish you'd see I'm actually good unless you bleed. It's totally cool if you run from me, I'm used to it. They ask is a cherry juice dripping on your chin, and I know she's eating nice again. She's eating nice again. They ask is a cherry juice dripping on your chin, and I know she's eating nice again. She's eating nice again. Misunderstood. Fuck. Misunderstood. Unless you bleed, I'm actually good. I wish you'd see. It's totally cool if you're scared of me. I'm used to it. They ask is a cherry juice dripping on your chin, and I know she's eating nice again. She's eating nice again. And they ask is a cherry juice dripping on your chin, and I know she's eating nice again. She's eating nice again. 'Cause I'm cold and cruel, and that's just love the truth.
Oh, there we go. Alright, it's muted. What's up, Cruff? Sorry, I muted it earlier. Ah. Ooh, there we go. Alright. Yeah, I was muted trying to fix some technical stuff. I'm still just kind of testing out. This is me, this is my likeness, man. No, I'm still testing out some tech stuff with this, using Unreal as a VTuber, so working out the technical difficulties. Well, hello. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. This is from my comic called Punish. Been working on for a few months. Trying to finish up by fall to put out. This is page 28 out of 40. So, 2/3 of the way there. But yeah, the rest of the pages are just outright carnage. It's kind of a revenge story. It started as an homage to the Punisher, but even more violent, but it's sort of become its own thing. But why he's got, his daughter died, he's getting revenge against the thugs that killed her, almost killed him, and he's wearing his daughter's shirt, this rabbit skull, and he's on the hunt, just taking them all down. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Welcome back, Cruff. And this isn't what I really look like. Just FYI. That big brute on the screen. I'm testing out using Unreal as a VTuber before I go through the trouble of making one that looks like me. Yeah, that was the intention of it, to kind of be a non-suable version of the Punisher. It's Punisher's first character that got me into comics when I was younger and stuff. I've always been a huge fan, so. But I guess he has a little bit of a De Niro Taxi Driver vibe too, because he goes crazy and just starts wreaking havoc, and he shaves his head into a mohawk and everything. There was a big car accident in a car chase with some thugs chasing this guy who was trying to leave their gang, and it's a big explosion and car wreck, and it ended up crashing into him and his daughter, but he survived, but his daughter died, and the thugs got off, so now he's out for revenge. He's gonna kill everyone responsible. Meds, rice, and water. I'll take any of that because I'm fasting tonight, so I'm hungry. Even plain rice sounds good right now. Yeah, Edo ND. I wrote it about a year and a half ago when I was going through some tough personal stuff, like a couple deaths in the family and other things going on, and it was kind of a way to sort of purge the angry and sad feelings inside out on paper, It's like therapeutic, which kind of worked. Now it's just kind of a fun thing to work on too, but it is kind of like when you're upset and angry, it's like put it out on the paper, Even though it's not a direct autobiographical story, it does kind of reflect my mood at the time. Therapy through angry drawing so that I can be a normal person outside of the drawing board. Cruff on here did my first fan art for him too. Hey lads, that's me.
Behind the bike rack, you snuck a cigarettes. You
That's me, Croft.
waiting for time to eat me alive. I feel like the wind could snap me in half, glue me together, then break me apart. I ran a red light on my new bike. The faster I go,
This song sucks.
tears dry. I wish you could see me drive by on my new bike. I take my hands off the handlebars.
Oh, new subscriber. Thank you. Hill E. Should have popped up a new subscriber thing on my screen, but guess it's not working. Darn it. It's alright. Fix it later. Now let's skip this song. It's like the most uninspired singing ever. Let's change this up. Oh, you know what? I need to move this up one. There we go. Now you can see what's playing in the corner. But I'm changing the playlist because this is terrible. There we go. Okay, cool. Make it super cool. Motorcycle. Engulfed in flames like Ghost Rider. Just kidding. This part's gonna have tons of blood splaying out to the side too, but this whole half of the page is gonna be so bloody, it's gonna be cool once I get there. Engulfed in shadows. All right.
Thank you, my mistress. Thank you, my mistress. Again,
Oh.
my mistress. Thank you, my mistress. Thank you, my mistress.
There it is. Thanks for the follow. It's just delayed. It's supposed to show it on screen though, but it didn't show it. Oh, there it is. Hilly, you just followed. Yeah. Thanks, Hilly. Thank you, my mistress. Yep. There. His hand here. This is weird. My drawing angles are a little weird because I'm taping my page down while I draw, because I usually rotate it like crazy. But I keep going off camera, and then I realize I've been drawing for 10 minutes and no one can see what I'm drawing, which defeats the whole purpose. So I'll just have to deal with it and turn my body instead of the paper. Unless it's like a really hard place to ink that I need to be precise, but most of this is loose and should be alright.
The debris
Yeah. It'll just take a little getting used to is all. But I learned to ink by a professional comic artist, Chuck Gibson, and I learned to always throw my lines away like this, away from me, because it gets a nice cleaner line. So I'd always turn the page to whatever angle to throw the lines. So, but that was inking with Crow Quill, Hunt 102 Crow Quill exclusively too, which I don't necessarily do anymore. So I can kind of mess around with angles and stuff. I was glad to hear that new follower thing worked. I had set it up a couple days ago, but the old one I had was just this loud slam that would scare the shit out of me every time. I had to get rid of that. Right. Right. I love this pen, but I don't like the ink it comes with. It's not dark and opaque enough. I actually have some better ink on the way I want to try to refill it with, but it's taken forever to get here. I ordered it last week and just got packaged up today and hasn't even been sent yet, but it's alright. It gets here, it gets here. I'll survive. I also ordered a nice fancy fountain pen to go with it. Hey Manny, what's up? Hi! Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Big Brute. Some think I'm too big to draw comics with my monster hands, but you shall see you are wrong. Even big brutes can draw comics.
Bet you think you really give, but you're just a crumb giver. We're in your bedroom on the 13th floor. You're breathing heavy as you ask me for more. I never thought that I was the one, but it's confusing when you're staring at me as you. The next day you've sent 100 texts about how your new man makes your heart jump through your chest. You want it all from me, my soul, my voice, my eyes, my life. You take it all, but you know you'd never take away. Bet you think you're giving good, but you're just a crumb giver. I asked you for a slice and you cut me a sliver. Bet you think you really give, but you're just a crumb. Cause when it comes to the real thing, you don't deliver. Strange to think I was
Yeah. Yes, the not so ginger anymore bear house. Yeah, this is actually, this character is a old character from my animated project that I had already rigged up in all the ways needed to do VTubing with the Unreal Engine, so I'm using him to test it out. In the meantime, I'm working on one that actually looks like me, but it takes a little while to like sculpt it and texture it and everything. So, but this guy's funny. Yeah, just bear house now. Yeah, he is a bear. Well, he's not that hairy either. He looks just kind of gross and fat and hairless. Well, he's got a hairy chest though, but he's bald.
I think I'm gonna crack, so I wail on my guitar like I was easy top. I said, I think I'm gonna crack, so I wail on my guitar like I was easy top. Bet you think you're giving good, but you're just a crumb giver. Asked you for a slice, and you cut me a sliver. Bet you think you really give, but you're just a crumb. If your mama know about your sweet corn.
Oh wait, before I do the splatter, just gotta finish up. Okay, now. Ruined what, the new designed motorcycle? Aw, man. Well, it's just roughed out, right? Like, you got to design it before you do the finished piece. Just rough designs so you don't spend too much time in case it gets ruined. That's right. Maybe it's a happy accident. It'll add to the design. He is just a grumpy asshole that doesn't talk to anybody. Completely isolated and grumpy with a one-track mind on murdering people that are responsible. Alright. Time to set up a little fun stuff here. Go a little wider. Right. Setting up for some ink splatter. You don't think you'd get along with Lucifer? 'Cause Lucifer figured he'd be all dark and a loner too. Like maybe they'd connect, like, yeah. Don't think about anything except carnage and murder. Because I'm aligned with the devil. Just masking off some areas to do a little ink splatter here.
Waiting on the plane, doing the right thing. He's looking at you.
What's my other tape?
My love, standing in the rain, waving
The lighter masking tape I can see through to cut, but I don't know where it's at. Oh well. This will have to do for now.
Oh, well, just a casual session.
That's pretty much true.
They say
Just rude and insane.
competition after chasing trouble kings, those with half a mind can win. I'm looking at you, looking at me. The mind decides it's free. Down to earth.
Just trying to mask off his arm here because I don't want splatter in front of it, but I want it above and below it, like behind it. So
Down to earth. Physical touch. Free me of desire. I just want ordinary love.
hopefully I cut through it enough. There we go. That'll do pretty well. Oh, and of course now I found the other tape too. I have this tape that's a little easier to see through. So.
I'm spinning around slowly. Soft circles. I could ground beneath my
There we
feet.
go. This will work.
You're spinning away. What do you see? No dervish, but the blur is
There
comforting.
we go. Yeah, just masking it off. You'll see why here in a sec.
Just a casual session. They say
Almost there. I gotta grab
it's
the
not
ink.
a competition. After
There it is.
chasing trouble kings, those with half a mind can win. I'm looking at you, looking at me. The
All right.
mind decides it's free. Down to earth. Physical touch. Free me of desire.
thought I had a spoon. 1 sec. 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Down to earth. Physical touch. Free me of desire. I just want ordinary love.
Okay. To get a spoon. I learned this from the inker Sandra Hope. This could potentially be messy, but that's why everything's masked off. Right. Got this little bit of ink in here. Just be able to test it out here. So, I think a spoon's a bit big too, but need something smaller. But there we go. Yeah. Do a little bit more here. Ah. Get in there. Okay, little more ink. There we go. Be able to hold it like kind of near the edge there. Just kind of go. Yeah. Try this too. Go. Let's just get me some bigger splatters that I want. There we go. That's kind of cool. There we go. There we go. There's that part, but now the big spray comes in. Got the brush. Get my hands dirty. You can kind of go that. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Just get some like blank pages out and spray on them, try it out. If you look up Sandra Hope on YouTube too, she shows a little bit of it. Oh, sorry. Got a cramp. Totally forgot to cover up his head, but I can just do it with my hand. Yeah. There we go. A directional spatter. Go. Now it's gushing. But I have a brush I use for blacks and I have one I use for whites. But yeah, just using this carbon black ink. The spoon thing could have been a little better. Sandra Hope has a better quill she was doing with them. We have to watch her video again. But got close enough. Okay. Gonna take all this off. should have masked the edge of the page too, but that's alright. That sounds like more than one of your friends. I just gotta be careful when it dries. These big spots. But I actually want to, because I worked digital for yeah, blood. I worked digital for over a decade, and before I used to work analog. I was trained as a comic book inker, but then I went full digital on a Cintiq. But then last year, this comic, I went back to analog, and I've been loving it. And one of the things I've been doing though is making little ink splatters like this page and scanning them in for Clip Studio or Photoshop. So eventually I'm just going to release a pack of these, a whole bunch of like ink splatters that I've scanned in that are like, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, here's like 5 different ones that you could do, and I'll just put them in either as brushes or patterns, and you know, they can layer them on your image and get some nice ink splatter. Because I can't find, there are some out there, people that have them, but they're never really that good, or the splatter brushes, so I figure I'll just make my own. Then get his arm up here. He drew a mosquito using a dead mosquito. Nice. Okay. With mosquito blood. Like red blood. There we go. Right. Oops, there's a little piece of blue stuck on there. There we go. Disarm a bit, but I can reel that in. I'm also going to have across the page, but this stuff's going to have some directional blur. There's another guy, Jonathan Wayshak. He just did the mosquito into that. Must have been a big mosquito. But yeah, there's a guy, Jonathan Wayshak. If you haven't heard of him, big comic artist right now. He has a YouTube channel too, and he does a lot of this type of stuff with just ink splatter and scribbling and stuff. It's really cool to watch. I'm kind of using him as inspiration. Of course, this glove is black. Bit of wood texture on the knife here. come in tomorrow and do some whites on it too to kind of cut out some stuff and separate things, but it's all just like fun detailing stuff. Let's see, right side up. Yeah, that's about what I wanted. I think actually, I don't want that. I want the...
Me no roller coaster, Mr. A, the A. When I roller coaster go, say what, the what. Me no roller coaster, say E, say E. When I roller go, yeah, me go. Me no roller coaster, Mr. A, the A. When I roller go, yeah, me say what, the what. Me no roller coaster, say E, say E. When I roller go, yeah, me go. Me no roller coaster, Mr. A, Mr. A. When I roller coaster go, yeah, Mr. What, the what. When I roller coaster go, say Mr. E, say E. When I roller coaster go, yeah, Mr. Go. Me no roller coaster, Mr. A, E. When I roller coaster go, yeah, Mr. What, the what. When I roller coaster go,
Go.
Mr. E, say E. When I roller coaster go, yeah, Mr.
This little blank back here. I don't know if I need anything. Maybe some speed lines or something later. But well, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call it a bit of a short stream tonight. It's a work night. Gotta go into the office early tomorrow. But my goal was to get this panel done, and I did it. So. Couple little tweaks here and there, but I gotta let the ink dry. I don't want to mess it up, so finish it up tomorrow. But yeah, let's see here. Yeah, thanks Hilly for following. Thanks for hanging out. Andy, nice meeting you. Thanks for hanging out, Gruff. This was fun tonight. Ran out my big brute streamer. Which I look nothing like. He's fun to have on the screen though when I'm doing delicate drawing, because that dude is anything but delicate. So, let's see, get it back up on the screen here a little more. Well, yeah, there it is. And the other first couple. It's getting there. 2 more panels. Easy panels now. I just got a close-up of his hand grabbing the knife and then stabbing into his gut, and that'll be some more splatter. So, and then that page is done. And then I'm going to do a pinup piece of a Marvel Rivals character probably too over the weekend. So, alright, cool. Well, thanks everyone. I'm going to end it here. Go. Take care, everybody.